This is the region where we've got like him and Beastly and Batman are like the three people I think of that it's like, watch out.
Yeah.
Just watch out if you see them in random.
Right, because them picking random is not a troll.
Absolutely not at all. But YellowRello certainly, you know, going 100% right out of the gate by picking the Yoshi, the main, going up against Jakobi with the Steve, one of the many Steves that you will assuredly be seeing tonight. There are many, not just Steves, but actually really good Steves in this region, and ones that you watch them play and you're like, oh, they've got their own distinct flavor of this character.
Right. YellowRello, although a fantastic player, like we've said, does struggle a little bit with the passive play, so it's going to be a war of attrition, I think, depending on if Jakobi wants to overextend, he sees some opportunities, but it's going to be that, you know, cat and mouse kind of game, I believe.
And it's like you said, like Rello's not, you know, super in tune to play passively, although Yoshi can do so very well. For him, it's figuring out the moments where he can apply that adaptation, right? Play slow, play fast, you know, play around with his opponent's pace of the game, because you can tell, right? Yoshi's got that great aerial drift. Rel loves to use it aggressively, to stay in your face and put the hurt on you.
Very aggressively. I completely agree with that. Now, this is not me saying that Rel is weak to passive play. It is just something that he's struggled with. Sometimes being overly aggressive can be the answer. Jakobi almost getting the shield broken, and the stock is in danger as well, as Yellow puts out the Power Stone Tim, but it's not enough quite yet.
Jakobi with the great drift to make it back, despite the fact that, you know, YellowRello, notoriously great edge guarder and even better in the scrambles, as you see right there. Oh. Running right into the magma block. That's exactly how the dinosaurs died.
You see a lot of counterplay for Steves when they come down from the Angel Plat. They want to mine immediately. Some people try to push the character away from the block, so the up smash came through, and a second time is going to seal that stock in Jakobi's name.
And honestly, you know, the aggressive play's been working out so well for YellowRello. We've seen quite a few times where Jakobi's just kind of sticking in shield right now.
That's so unfortunate.
Yeah.
The small misinput of the egg did catch Rello for 44 and now 66 because of the minecart. You never want to start off stocks like this, but against Steve, it's just kind of a given that you will be starting at a deficit.
Well, that's the thing that makes Steve so scary, is a combination of two things, and I'll get into this later, but that ability to do all that damage off of just a stray hit is one of those big reasons, and you can see right there, just a little down smash at the ledge, caught you without a jump, gets your stock goodbye.
Although Yoshi has aggressive power, some of it comes at the cost of some weaknesses, and not being able to snatch the ledge when you're recovering is one of them, so that down smash was tried and true.
And Jakobi just sticking with these close range boxing options, right? The jabs, the up tilts. Rella's fallen victim to quite a few of them and just hasn't been able to keep him locked down off stage. Only 14 off the jabs is very fortunate for Rel.
The high recovery, excellent timing. Jakobi moving into the stage. Very good as well. Gone for the ledge. He could have died.
And accidentally grabbed the ledge right there. Just wanted to retreat the corner and start mining, force Rel to do something. But in the end, it works out for Jakobi. He's still taking control of center stage, and Rel getting aggressive. No double jump, or rather does have his double jump. Wants to make sure that he just keeps Jakobi off stage. Not quite able to close it out just yet.
Excellent back air. Rel is really moving in a way where he doesn't get punished for the big commitments because of that diamond that Steve has. The up tilt or, you know, just getting grabbed can mean massive damage for some of the smallest movements. So now Rel trying to be very careful with the stage control. The minecarts are coming out.
I like that Rel is also happy to attack away the crafting table, specifically on PS2, because it's so heavy on stone and iron, right? And it takes 4 stone to get a crafting table versus 2 on like any stage where you can get wood. So he knows that that's going to be burning through the walls that Jakobi can use just by taking away the crafting table.
Speaking of burning through resources right now, Jakobi just trying to stay on top of the pace. And you see every now and then he's mining just to get a resource, hoping that that makes Rel commit to an option, commit to the approach. So now you see the mind games moving through both of these players' heads. This is the last stock situation.
Rel getting stuck on that block too. Jakobi not able to get any hits off of it just yet. And great drift away on the forward air, knocking him away with the nair to put on a little bit extra damage. Jakobi looking for that bad read, but YellowRello not giving it up to him.
Oh no! He Steved the Steve.
You gotta be ready. You thought it was there for you, but actually It was there for YellowRello. Turned on its head. Yeah, one of the crazy things Steve can do, and yet, so it can backfire.
Oh, man, and I know he's very happy with that. Even watching that last stock situation makes me realize that Rel knows that passive play can be his weakness, so that, I'm sorry, not so that, so now he's acting out of pace. You know, he's not immediately jumping in, he's subverting the expectation, and it really worked out for him. He took minimal damage, and now the game.
Well, and remember what I said earlier, right? In my opinion, I think that there are two things that make Steve as incredibly powerful as he is, with these two things being in tandem with each other. One of them being, like I said, that ability to just get so much damage off of any straight hit, right? But the other thing that makes him so powerful is that he completely turns neutral into a different game than any other character gets to play, in that you do eventually play regular neutral against Steve, but the first thing you have to do is stop him from mining.
Right.
Jakobi was doing a really good job of taking advantage of that at the beginning of that game one, but Rel began figuring out near the end, and especially to open him up for that final kill, how he was able to get Jakobi to stop mining without putting himself in a disadvantageous situation in the first place.
Right. That is definitely the name of the game when it comes to neutral versus Steve, is recognizing when it's really your advantage or the disadvantage. Even in the neutral, it may not be you know, in your favor to do anything, but now Jakobi's working on this. Almost got the grab, so very close, but YellowRello is playing mixies.
And he is very fortunate to be alive as well. Jakobi had him in a situation where it should have been a free forward air to close out the stock. Instead, YellowRello has turned it into his own situation after that sour spot, gets that first stock, and now potentially working on building an even bigger lead. You see how carefully he's playing when Steve is in that scramble.
Uh-oh, Jakobi's pace, I feel, is starting to get figured out. He's got to find something to stop YellowRello from doing whatever he pleases. And it can be very hard. That command grab has come through, and now the tilts are adding on to the damage. And as soon as you start juggling, Yoshi is in the zone.
Forward smashed him off the stage while he's in the egg, and then Jakobi trying to build a block to save himself, but was too late. That is a very intelligent play there by Rel to take a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, Rel is moving nicely. I think that first game was all the information he needed, and Jakobi is finding it difficult to switch the pace up.
I mean, that is what you need to be doing as a Steve, as up throw does finally get that first stock for him. You need to be able to control the pace of the game, and you need to not fall victim to your opponent's whims to, again, get you to stop mining. And oftentimes, Jakobi has also been acting predictably out of that mining. He's been tossing out a button to try to aggress towards Rel, but Rel's spacing has been so good that he has not been punished for getting Jakobi out of those mining spots.
Yeah, Rel's really making this look difficult for Jakobi. The great spacing paired with that command grab, just invading the space and then flirting with it, making Jakobi very uncomfortable as he's trying to get back to the stage right now. 119, the back air might do it, and it does off the top. Rel with a clean 2-0. The first game was a battle, but the second game, very, very convincing.
Yeah, he looked great. The adaptation showing up in spades, diamond levels of very, very good. And I love to see that from people playing against Steve, right? Figuring out, again, how they're playing around that mining, not letting yourself fall victim to those stray hits. Rel doing an amazing job in that set, showing off why he is such a good player. We will have plenty of other players also showing off their skills tonight as you stay with us. I've got to go for a few minutes, few hours. I'll be back another time. Disco will still be here. We will be getting another commentator on here shortly, so don't go anywhere. Ultimate Shockwave 121 continues after this.